Well, as the clamour for justice for the 31-year-old Kolkata doctor grows, the CBI has intensified its investigation in the case. The CBI will record the statement of 10 Kolkata police officials, including the officer in charge of the local police station, to understand the sequence of events on the fateful night and on the night when the hospital was vandalized. The probe agency has yesterday conducted a polygraph test or a lie detection test on 7 people linked to the case. This also includes the main accused in the case, Sanjay Roy, the former principal of Arjikar Hospital, Sandip Ghosh, as well as 4 doctors working at the hospital who had dinner with the victim, and 1 more person also being questioned by the CBI officials. Meanwhile, the news continues to title around Sandip Ghosh, with the CBI now taking over the corruption case against him as well. Earlier, it was the Kolkata police, the SIT, which was probing the alleged irregularities by the former principal of the Arjikar Hospital. Now, the documents related to the case were handed over to the CBI as per the directions of the Calcutta High Court. In fact, the CBI's anti-corruption team is now raiding Sandip Ghosh residence. In fact, sources tell Times Now that the CBI raids are currently underway at the official residence linked to Ghosh. Senior news editor Bhavtosh Singh joins us on the broadcast with the details. Bhavtosh, we're told there are multiple raids that are currently underway. What are the details?
Well, searches are being carried out at 15 locations across Kolkata and also at some other places. And CBI sources have said that the main accused, as far as this case is concerned, is Sandip Ghosh. He has been named as an accused. Remember, this case was transferred to CBI on Friday by the Calcutta High Court, and the Calcutta High Court had said that the case that is being probed by the Kolkata Police's SIT should also be, in fact, investigated by the Central Bureau of Investigation, which is already probing the case of the grotesque crime, grotesque murder of the junior doctor. Now, CBI had questioned Sandip Ghosh repeatedly over past 10 days. He has been questioned for 110 hours. Yesterday, he was, in fact, subjected to a polygraph test also. But early in the morning, at 15 locations, CBI's official had, in fact, carried out raids and searches. Searches are presently going on. And CBI has also said that searches are also going on at organization as well as contractors who allegedly or purportedly had benefited from the financial irregularities. Now, the complainant in this case, Pratibha Akhtar Ali, had allegedly complained that there is not only financial irregularities, but also there could be a possible organ racket, and also that these have been sold off. But these charges were initially not registered or not probed by the Kolkata police, but it was only when this macabre crime was happened in Arjikar Medical College that Kolkata police hurriedly registered a case and started investigating this matter. CBI team have said that they are carrying out these searches, and only later, if required, they will issue a formal statement.
Okay, all right. So they're at Sandip Ghosh's residence. In fact, the CBI has also questioned him over the last 9 days or so. Bhavtosh, what are the details? We're told he has also been questioned regarding whether he knew the main accused in the case or not, and other details as well pertaining to the case.
Well, as far as the death or murder of junior doctor is concerned, he has been repeatedly questioned about 2 or 3 things. One is the allegation of the parents that there is a larger conspiracy, and more importantly, the 2 calls that they had received at around 10 minutes before 11 a.m. on 10th of August. These calls were made by one of the former assistant super. He, in fact, initially said that their daughter died due to she first said that their daughter had fallen ill, and then immediately said that daughter had died by suicide. Now, death by suicide. Now, what CBI officials have said that he has denied any kind of wrongdoing, but there are in fact statements of several students as well as doctors that the victim was suffering from workplace harassment, and also about the purported renovation work that has been carried out in the hospital. He has said that this was already decided in advance by students. There was in fact a meeting that there was a need to set up or construct a separate place where students can in fact retire and relax after the work. And as far as his presence in the seminar room before the police came, he said that as a principal of the college, he was required to be present there. About delay in the postmortem, he said he was only following the procedure that was laid down by the police. So he has completely denied during the questioning any kind of wrongdoing. But the fact remains that since past 9 to 10 days, he has repeatedly being called in for questioning. His statement is being recorded. So there is obviously CBI believes that he's hiding something or is not revealing something, and that is the reason why he's being called in for questioning time and again by the Central Bureau of Investigation. His statement is being recorded. In fact, his statement is being cross-checked by the agency time and again with the statement of other witnesses as well as victims' colleagues as well as his staff members.
Okay, all right. Bhavtosh, thank you for joining us with those details. Remember, earlier the Kolkata police was continuing the investigations into the corruption case. But like Bhavtosh pointed out, let's get you the details of what the CBI is asking those who have been called into the central agency. Remember, we just spoke about the questions that have been asked. The questions that have been asked to Sanjay Roy as well as the ex-principal of the RG Kar Hospital. So let's get you some of these details. This is according to sources what the CBI has asked those who have been questioned, including, of course, being asked, do you know Sanjay Roy? Did you ever meet him? These are the questions that have been posed to the ex-principal who has been called in for about 110 hours in total to the CBI. Also asking, was the crime scene deliberately altered? This is after the Supreme Court had also pulled up the authorities saying that this was a crime scene. It was well known, and despite that, the crime scene had been altered. Also asking, how did the accused have access to the emergency ward? He was a civic volunteer, yes, but how is it that he had access to all the places within the hospital? And was it true or false that the victim was harassed? After the incident, many also spoke about the victim speaking of harassment in the college. So he has been asked whether that was true or not. The first call that had been made to the parents said that the victim was unwell. It was only later that the parents were called again, but yet again in that conversation as well, the parents had been told that it was a case of suicide. So questions being asked on why is it when they knew that the victim had been found in such a manner, that it was in a hospital, why is it that they tried to initially mislead the parents in this regard? Also asking whether there was any interference in the probe. This comes amid the allegations that when the Kolkata police was investigating the case, there was interference in the case because of the political clout that the college and some within the college have. But let's also tell you the details of the questioning and what are the answers that the CBI is looking at as far as Sanjay Roy's questioning is concerned. He is the only accused, the one person who has been arrested in the rape and murder case. Asking, did he work for the Kolkata police or not? He was a civic volunteer. He was living in the police quarters. How is it that he had access to it? Was he working with the police? Also asking, did he extort any money from the patients while he was working in the hospital, whether he was extorting money from the patients or not, and did Sanjay Roy commit the crime? So this is one of the questions that needs answers to. Who is the one who committed the crime? There are also questions being raised on whether more people were involved or not. That needs to be ruled out with the probe as well. Where was he on the 10th of August morning? So the police officials as well as the CBI, of course, now trying to piece together all the details in the case, saying, did he go to RG Kar on the 8th of August at 11 p.m.? This is after looking at the CCTVs across the hospital, and also asking, why is it that he left from the hospital in about 30 minutes only to return to the hospital about 4 hours later? So what happened in the entire time is also the detail that the CBI officials are looking at. So these are the questions that have been asked. And also asking, why is it that he went to the seminar hall? Seminar hall is where the victim had gone to rest. She had gone there. Immediately after that, he went in there as well. So questions being asked on whether he went there voluntarily or was he asked to go there by someone else. These are all the questions that the CBI is asking him, and also saying whether he was pressurized to confess as well. In the line of questioning, whether he has said a few things about his role based on the pressure that he allegedly faced or not, that's something that the police officials will be looking at. And also, did he enjoy a free pass from the police officials? Considering the equation that he had with the police officials, the fact that he was working with the police, did he have a free pass? And of course, to the doctors as well. So there were 4 doctors who had dinner with the victim on the fateful night, hours before the unfortunate and horrific incident took place. So these doctors have also been called in again to piece together the sequence of events on that day. They've been asked since when they know each other. That's one of the questions that has been asked. Also asking, did the victim speak of any harassment? harassment. So the harassment is one of the issues that the victim is said to have spoken about, that she was facing harassment in the medical college. Did any of her friends or colleagues know about it? Who all were on night duty on the 8th of August? Because the parents have been saying she was on night duty, she was missing for hours. How is it that nobody even knew that she was missing? So who ordered dinner? Who paid for it as well? This is also part of the questions being asked to the doctors, because they all had dinner together. What did they do after exiting the hall? Until then, they were all together. What happened after that? Did they disperse and go to different areas? When did they hear about the crime? And what was it that they were told about the crime? Are the doctors being threatened in any way at all? These are some of the questions that the CBI is asking on whether any of the doctors are either being threatened or being coerced in this regard after they were informed of the crime. And are the doctors being coached in any manner to say only a few things, not to reveal certain details? So the CBI is looking at what exactly happened before the crime and also what happened after the crime. Are the doctors being coached in any manner or not is one of the questions that has been asked. Let's go across to my colleague Shreya, who's joining us on the broadcast. Shreya, we just played out the details of the CBI questioning in the case. The questioning continues, and of course today we are seeing the CBI officials also reaching the residence of several people working at the hospital. That of course pertains to the corruption case. But take us through what's expected today as the probe continues.
Well, of course, we have to understand that the CBI at this point in time is looking into two aspects of the case. Now, right now, we're reporting live from the residence of Dr. Sandip Ghosh. And remember, a team of CBI's anti-corruption branch have gone inside. It has been almost an hour. Now, remember, this comes after Kolkata High Court have ordered the SIT that has been formed by West Bengal government to look into the financial irregularities at RG to go to that of the CBI. So remember, there was a 8C order that clearly transferred the SIT that was formed by the state government to that of the CBI. Now CBI have registered a second FIR yesterday which will look into the financial irregularities. Now after the second FIR which came after the Kolkata High Court's order, we see at least in 15 locations today search is going on. This is the house of former principal of RG Dr. Sandip Ghosh. A team of CBI's ACB, the anti-corruption branch, have also reached RG Medical College and Hospital. And what we are picking up from sources is that, they are also going to the close aid of Sandip Ghosh, who might be linked to the financial irregularities. So this is one part of the investigation where we see that there has been charges of financial irregularities against Sandip Ghosh. On the other hand, we see that Sandip Ghosh is being grilled by the CBI in the case of the rape and murder of the 31-year trainee doctor. We see that a polygraph test was conducted on Dr. Sandip Ghosh. It was late night when he left yesterday from the CGO complex. Now remember, day before, the CBI officials, they have approached the Shialda court to get permission to do polygraph test on 7 people. Now who are these 7 people? All these 7 people are very, very crucial when it comes to the case. Remember, it includes Sanjay Roy, who is the main accused, the civic volunteer who have allegedly committed the rape and murder, who was earlier arrested by Kolkata police. It includes Dr. Sandip Ghosh, the former principal, 4 other intern doctors who had dinner with the victim that night, and another civic volunteer who is a friend of Sanjay Roy, the main accused, and have dropped him to Arjikar on the night of the incident. So these are some of the people who were last to see the victim, and what they say, their statement is very, very important. But of course, we see CBI sources have told us that there has been certain inconsistency that has been noted, because of which a polygraph test is the only solution at this point in time.